Okay, this is GetYourRockOut.com and we are delighted to be interviewing Chris from the newly formed Absolva.
Good evening, afternoon, whatever it is.
We're not too sure on the time of the day at the moment. It's been a long morning.
Yes, it has.
So, Absolva were formed out of the ashes of Fury UK. How does it feel to be playing with a different band and different members?
It's weird at first, but I've got used to it. It's going to be interesting tonight. Tonight's the first show, so
Yeah.
I'm sure I'll feel much better about it all. But we've been having a great time rehearsing. It's been really exciting more than anything because it's something new, you know,
Yeah.
and it's something fresh. We're not rehearsing all the same set of the old songs. It's all new material. So yeah, I'm having a blast with the new guys as well, Dan and Tom.
Yeah.
It's,
Obviously, you still got Martin.
Still Martin, my powerhouse.
So, did you do anything when you first formed to get to know each other a bit more, or?
We made a special effort to go out to the pub.
Sounds like a plan.
After first, obviously we did auditions and whatever, but
Yeah.
after the first proper rehearsal, let's just go to the pub and no bands, no nothing, just sit down and have a right good chat and just get to know each other. But
Yeah.
it's not really taken that long, to be honest. Especially Dan, because I knew Tom before he joined the band.
Yeah.
And but Dan, I've only really got to know since he's joined. So we've become very close very quickly. And it was only about 10 weeks or something.
It's not long at
Yeah.
all. So, are you sad about the demise of Fury UK, or are you looking
Yeah.
forward to your new project?
I was gutted at the time. There was a few days after the news where I was thinking, should I get a new bass player? Should I start a new band? Should I just have a break for a few months and think about what I want to do? But I hate sitting still with anything in my life. I've got to be doing something.
As if anybody tried to get hold of you today would realise.
Yes, absolutely.
You like to be busy.
Yeah, and not just with the band, just with everything.
Yeah.
I just want to be ongoing. I love working with bands. Even if I've not got a guitar in my hand, I just love doing it. It's addictive.
So, what made you guys go with twin lead guitars for this band?
I think the main reason is that I didn't want anybody to think that I was just making Fury UK Part 2. I just wanted to totally change the sound and change the music slightly. We've gone a little bit in a heavier direction. And my first love for Thin Lizzy and early Iron Maiden, with the twin guitars and the soloing. That's been a big influence on Absolva. So
where does the name Absolva come from, and why was it chosen?
Well, the actual definition of it, obviously without the spelling, is, I think it's French for like absolution of sin.
Right.
So we cure you of all your sins. But we wanted something, we did a lot of research into the word and just to see if anybody had used it before. Nobody had used it before. So if you type in Google, you're not going to get a flurry of different bands all over the world.
Just you.
Yeah, it's just us. And it's a word that hopefully people will just connect to the band now rather than anything else. It doesn't really connect to anything else. You don't think Absolva, I think of this.
Yeah.
Unless you think of solvents or something you set fire to.
So, how did you come across the word originally then?
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Fair enough.
We were just brainstorming one day.
Yeah.
I think somebody was coming up with solvents and absorber, and I thought, well, what if we have an A at the beginning and an A at the end, and Absolva?
Yeah.
And I think it sounds a bit Mancunian, Absolva.
With the accent,
Yeah.
of course. So, if I checked out your MP3 player, what would I find as your most played song or most played album?
Whatever.
Yeah, or recently, your choice.
Recently, I've been listening to a lot of Accept.
Cool.
Saxon's latest album as well stays on quite a bit. I don't really do much listening to music apart from when I'm in the van travelling somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's mainly who's going to bring the CD this week. So, but Accept's new album Stalingrad, that's in quite a lot now. That's regularly played. Saxon's new album, Bruce Dickinson's best self, like his solo stuff. All sorts really. Judas Priest new stuff as well.
Lots to choose from.
See us.
So we'll be playing all new material tonight, or can we expect maybe a few Fury UK songs
Maybe
in there?
one or two Fury UK songs.
But majority of
Majority the new stuff, yeah.
So tell us about your first album, Flames of Justice.
Flames of Justice.
October.
It's we've got to go in and record it in August at the same studios we did the last Fury UK album in Doncaster. So we do that end of August, and then we get it released for the end of October.
Yeah.
And then tour the hell out of it at the back end of this year. It's a little bit heavier. I've taken over most of the writing again.
Okay.
So that's how it sort of started in the first place with Fury UK. So I've just sort of gone back to square one, and all the guys are all right with it. It's like to make sure the sound of the band's going in the direction I want it to.
Yeah.
And then we'll spend more time on the second album, all of us getting together and have a good writing session.
So where do you draw your inspiration from for this album? Where did it come from?
I don't know really, because I actually started writing this album the day after I found out Luke was leaving.
Right.
So I just got straight on it. I just suddenly got a burst of emergency artistic influence really. I just thought, oh, Luke's going, I better crack on and do something quickly. So yeah, there was a lot of feelings gone into it. There's a lot of the everything I've been feeling over the past few weeks with what's been happening with Luke, and there's a lot been going on in such a short space of time. So it's going to be cool. And it's a little bit heavier, a little bit of thrash in there as well, but mainly old school British metal influence as always.
Is there anyone at SOS Fest you are hoping to catch, or you have caught that you're really looking forward to seeing?
Fantasist as always. Evil Scarecrow we're on now, we might catch a bit of them.
Yeah.
Beholder's probably my top choice. I just hope Simon's not going to get me up to do a guest spot at the end of the night. We did a couple of shows with Beholder a few years ago, and as soon as I come off stage I thought I'll just have a beer and watch Beholder, and the Jaeger bombs came out. And then towards the end of the Beholder's set, Simon grabbed me up to do Holy Diver, and I was like, what? We're doing Holy Diver now? Nursing a beer.
So what can fans expect from Absolva this year?
Big things really, big things. We're not waiting around, and we're quite lucky that off the back of Fury UK, rather than starting here and working our way up, we're able to start at quite a high level already. So we've got the 3 Iced Earth shows, Absolva supporting Iced Earth, which
fantastic,
in Ireland, Scotland. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we join Iced Earth at Bloodstock on the Friday. And then we've got another Manchester show which sort of starts with the big tour. Which is actually the same venue as SOS. We're going to do a headline show here, close to Halloween, so it's probably going to be Halloween themed. And then we've got some more UK shows, London Underworld, Sheffield Corporation, Bristol Croft. And really just going to hammer it. There's some European shows as well already booked, and more to be booked at the end of this year. Confirmed for Whizfest next year, headlining Whizfest. So we're just going to absolutely hammer it. We're probably not going to wait around too long to release the second album. That's probably going to be, maybe even this time next year. So.
Fab, we look forward to catching you on stage, and thanks very much for your time.
No worries.
Thank you.